Fallout 3 is a post-apocalyptic RPG set in an alternative Washington, D.C. in 2277. To many, this game is one of the best of all time. To others, it's a step to the simplification that would continue in Fallout 4 and Fallout 76. While I lack the knowledge of Fallout lore, I also lack the rose-tinted glasses of early Fallout games and Fallout 3. So let's explore Fallout 3 13 years later and see if it's worth playing today. The aesthetic. The visuals of Fallout 3 are bleak and gray. This not only fits the theme of a post-nuclear apocalypse, but also the gray and dull color palette of the era. While the landscapes can look stunning, actually legitimately good in various lighting conditions, it often lacks character. There isn't one area that stands out visually, ultimately making trekking the wastes largely dull. Overall, the graphics quality isn't bad for the era, especially when compared to Oblivion. It's really a step up. While it isn't pretty by modern standards, I think it's aged relatively well, and I can't really think of anything that could be considered ugly. I also can't think of anything that doesn't fit post-apocalypse. Ultimately, I think the visuals are good enough. The music of Fallout 3 stands out. The radio music is either 40s or 50s era hits with Brotherhood propaganda or patriotic music with Enclave propaganda. Both fit the 50s aesthetic that the Fallout universe seems keen on. Some of the music here are gems almost tainted by the lackluster intrusion of the respective radio hosts. The world music is immaculate and the largest component to Fallout 3's atmosphere. The exploration music drones, helping the desolation feel. Combat music uses drums and brass with an industrial feel to add to the dystopian tension. This is some excellent work and is a notable addition to great gaming scores. The gameplay. While gameplay isn't Fallout 3's best feature, it's decent enough. The percentages of VATS and the instability of your weapon helps add to the RPG elements. Patience and skill can hold you over until you build enough skill points to execute the laser precision of modern shooters. The addition of limb and weapon targeting can be so rewarding. It allows you to take opponents out of the immediate fight or force melee opponents into script traps. Being able to disarm opponents and use their own weapons against them is awesome and something you don't see every day. Melee, however, is lacking. It lacks impact and quickly turns into circling your opponent while mashing the attack button. But perhaps this is because of my lack of point investment into melee. Bugs are also still around, and Bethesda is more than happy to let its fan base finish their games for them. Perhaps this will change after the Cyberpunk fiasco, but it's worthy of note, and the fan patch will fix the most known issues. The story. The story is adequate, but ultimately forces you to choose from a party with vague motives and one with clear motives. There is enough meat in the story and side quests to get you to play, but there isn't anything here that stands out above its peers. I like to approach my final verdicts in a slightly different way than most people. So I have a rating system called ACE. The first rating is accessibility. Fallout 3 is fairly accessible to all levels of players. The difficulty scale and VATS can help people that don't have the skill level of others. And every direct conversation has subtitles and investment of into perception and luck can help those who might need it to play the game. There's a way to supplement your skills, Everyone's different, so it allows you to play the way you need to play. Convenience. Fallout 3 is available to a number of platforms. This, however, has plagued it with a number of platform-exclusive bugs. My recommended version is the one from GOG, and while I haven't played it, I've heard that it runs better than the Steam one out of the box, and there's also no DRM. It also threw in the fan patch. It's kind of necessary. Experience. Fallout 3 has a lot of flaws, but it's a good representation of the games from the era. While the story may be lacking, there is enough interesting events in the Waste to keep you going. Now I have 5 ace ratings, the lowest being don't play, then avoid, then meh, then decent, then must play. Fallout 3 overall gets a decent on the A scale. Its flaws keep it from a must-play, and while I personally would recommend that you play it, I also would wait for a good sale, thus edging it out of a must-play, even if I wanted it to be. I think Fallout 3 is above a meh, because mehs are kind of like mediocres, not something you like would play, but it's not like you're super excited to play. And I think Fallout 3 avoids that, even despite my issues with some of the story elements. It's good enough to escape that. And I think with the addition of the Brotherhood of Steel DLC, those who want to 100% in one playthrough and those who want to do multiple playthroughs can do whatever they want. And this kind of mobility keeps it interesting enough to stay out of the meh category. Overall, I think Fallout 3 is a decent game that's worth your time investment. Anyway, thank you for watching my Fallout 3 review. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to check out my other stuff. I'm still trying to improve content. So check out the videos here and here. Leave a comment. Let me know what I'm doing wrong. Leave a comment what I'm doing right. Anyway, I hope to see you next time.